Bonjour tout le monde, c'est moi Charlotte et aujourd'hui nous allons regarder ou étudier le texte d'un poème en français qui s'appelle L'Ange Gardien. Hi everyone, my name's Charlotte and in today's French Club video we will be looking at a French poem which is called The Guardian Angel. So, let me tell you a little bit about this. This is a poem that is printed on a postcard, une carte postale. Oh, look at that, a halo around my, hang on, voila. So yes, this is a little postcard that I bought il y a 20 ans, okay, I realised today, 20 years ago, il y a 20 ans, 20 years ago, je faisais un stage dans une école maternelle à Cormeilles. I was doing an internship in a nursery school, a nursery in Cormeilles, which is the town which is twinned with Chepstow. Chepstow is my hometown, and I was actually studying for my A-levels, I guess, at the time. So I bought that in a little, probably a little tabac or tabac, or papeterie, little stationery shop. And yeah, it's something that's hung on my wall most of the time ever since, really, and I just think it's really sweet. So I thought we'd look at the text for that today. So club members, that will be your July handout and you'll receive this later. We've got the text there, I've underlined all the verbs. Most of them are in the je or the tu form, but you do have a few underlined where the subject is some other thing that's mentioned. So I haven't necessarily underlined all the subjects of each verb, but that's something by now that I think you'll be able to figure out yourself anyway. Then we've got how do you say this in French, so you have to understand some verbs and some other parts of speech like nouns and conjunctions. I've given you the parts of speech in a bracket so that you should be able to understand where there's a V in a bracket, it's a verb, etc. Then we've got some gap fills where you have to fill in the missing word or words in the sentence. You've got the translation in English for your reference and you just need to look in the text. So those will be things that I have brought up during this video. And then of course, as usual, you have the link to the video at the bottom. So and a few images for reference there, just to jog your memory or to give you a little clue to the meaning of some of the words in the text. So what we'll do is we'll start with me reading this to you, okay? I'll just read it from here. And vous écoutez, d'accord? Just listen for now, see how much you understand. L'Ange Gardien, that's the title. J'habite-tu là-haut dans les cieux et depuis ta naissance, je surveille tes pas. C'est toujours à moi que tu penses quand tu vas mal. Je suis ton ange gardien. Dès qu'un vent de panique s'empare de toi, tu lèves les yeux vers moi et m'appelle à ton secours en invoquant le petit nom que tu m'as donné. Alors je t'envoie un rayon de soleil pour réchauffer ton cœur. Je balaye la peur et la tristesse, tous les mauvais nuages, et la vie redevient plus belle pour toi. Je suis ta petite boussole quand tu te sens perdu. L'ange qui te garde et te protège. Celui qui verse en toi une confiance nouvelle. Je suis ton ange gardien. Okay, well, apart from a few little slip-ups there, hopefully you were able to pick out a few little bits there. So, let's have a look at the text, okay? Étudions le texte ensemble. Right, let's zoom in a bit here. And we might need to move the camera around, might need to move the board a bit, but hopefully you should be able to see. So, l'ange gardien, guardian angel, right? Gardien, guardian name, well that's just very similar, isn't it? Gardien. So, let's have a look. Guardian, yeah, someone who looks after something, who keeps something, to protect, to keep, to watch over. So when you think about a bodyguard or a guard dog, you get the sense of someone or something that protects someone or something else. So gardien, also linked to the verb garder, to keep. It can also have a sense of like to look after. So that's quite close to the English. An ange, that's a masculine noun. Un ange, or L apostrophe l'ange, the angel. Un ange, an angel. So gardien will come after the noun ange. Okay, it tells you what type of angel it is. It's a guardian angel. Okay, I don't know how many different types there are. Some people are really into angels. I like the idea, and quite often in my life I've thought, someone's been looking after me, and perhaps that's the case. My inclination is to think that there's someone there, but then I'm a very positive person, so maybe I'm just making my own fortune. Qui sait? Who knows, eh? Right, so j'habite tu là-haut, dans les cieux. Dans les cieux. Now that sounds like les yeux, no? Les yeux. So, I think we had tête, épaule, genou, pied, les oreilles, la bouche et le nez. Last time, didn't we? That's what we looked at. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. But les yeux, eyes, is different from les cieux. Cieux. Let's look at what I am talking about. Les cieux. L-E-S, les, so it's a plural noun. C-I-E-U-X. C-I-E-U-X. J'habite, I live, or inhabit. Tout là-haut, right up there, right up high. Là-haut, up there, or up high. Dans les cieux. Les cieux, so that's quite poetic. It could mean in the heavens, or more literally in the skies. Okay, so up there, we're talking about something celestial above us. Les cieux is the plural of le ciel. Le ciel, les cieux. Okay, lovely. Et depuis ta naissance, naissance, you might have heard that in the word renaissance. Okay, we use that in English too, don't we? Rebirth. Renaissance. Naissance, therefore, means birth. Depuis ta naissance. Since your birth. Okay, this is linked to the verb naître. Naître. N-A-I-T-R-E. Naître. To be born. Okay, so we've got habiter, to inhabit or to live. Tout là-haut, right up there, all the way up there. Dans les cieux, in the skies or in the heavens. And since your birth, je surveille. Okay, that's like to survey, isn't it? Surveillance, to watch. Je surveille tes pas. Okay, your steps. I've been watching. Right, so in English we would say, since your birth, depuis ta naissance. Okay, that's the same. I have been watching. You have this I have been watching, which is tells you something that started happening long ago and has continued since even to this day. In French, they don't use this have been plus a verb in the ing form. They don't have that kind of equivalent. They just use the present tense. So, since your birth, I survey your steps, or I watch your steps. So that's a bit unusual for an English speaker. You might want to try, if you've, for example, if you say, I have been studying French for a year, it's kind of easier to start with the since 1 year, depuis un an, since 1 year, j'étudie le français. I am studying, or I study French. So it's easier than English, okay, because you just need to use depuis and then the time frame. Okay, since however long, depuis 2 jours, depuis 20 ans, okay, since 20 years, since, it could be any time frame, okay, 3 semaines, 3 heures, 3 minutes, since X amount of time, je, present tense, verb, okay, j'étudie le français, je regarde ce film. Okay, so it's the present tense. So, but in English it translates as I have been watching over you. Okay, tes pas, your steps. So in this poem, in this little text, they're not rhymes, by the way. No, L'Ange Gardien. No. So there isn't a rhyming pattern here. That doesn't mean that there aren't words within the text that rhyme, okay? It's a non-rhyming poem. But it's addressed in the to form, informally. Perhaps unsurprisingly, if your angel were addressing you, they would be familiar and loving and close to you, of course, okay? So this is the to form that you see here. So you'll see things like ta naissance, tes pas, ton ange gardien, because this is in the to form. So if we have the word your anywhere, we've got the 3 versions here in the to form, then it's going to be the informal, okay? So ta naissance, why is it ta naissance and not ton naissance? Why is it not tes naissances? It's because this is a feminine noun, la naissance. Une naissance, if you like. So la naissance becomes ta naissance in the to form, okay? It means your. Here we have the plural steps, les pas. 1, 2, 3 pas, 5 pas, okay? When there's more than 2 of something, it becomes plural. So les pas becomes tes pas, your steps. That's plural. And it doesn't matter if it's feminine or masculine, actually. In French, les serves for all plurals, okay? And it becomes tes, tes parents, tes frères, tes sœurs, tes chaussures, tes voitures, tes fleurs, whatever you like, okay? Your in the plural. And then ton precedes a masculine noun. So ton ange gardien, je suis ton ange gardien, I am your guardian angel. Now, the other time that you might see ton, T-O-N, I'll write it up here, or even mon, M-O-N, that's my, that's your. You might even see a similar looking word, son, that means his or her something. You'll either see these preceding a singular masculine noun, or you'll see it preceding a feminine noun that starts with a vowel. For example, mon ami could be written A-M-I. That's a masculine noun for friend. But if it was a female friend, it would also be mon ami. There'd just be an E at the end. And the reason it's still mon is because it's easier to say mon ami than ma ami. Okay, so they will use the masculine my, or your, or his or her, in front of words that are feminine, singular, that start with a vowel. Alright? But here, I think ton is used because it precedes masculine noun. Okay. C'est toujours à moi que tu penses. It is always to me, or of me, if you like. In English we'd say you think of me. Think of her, think of him, you think of someone. In French you think to someone or at them, okay? I'm thinking at you. Or think to, whichever you prefer. But it's the preposition à. C'est toujours à moi que tu penses. And you'll see that pense is in the to form. P-E-N-S-E-S. Pense. C'est toujours à moi que tu penses. When you have a preposition like à or pour, avec, right? You'll have a slightly different word. It won't be followed by, for example, me or te or tu or je. You won't have those. It will be followed by one of these emphatic pronouns, okay? Like moi in English would be me. It's always to me that you look. There's a French equivalent for the to form. So moi becomes toi, T-O-I. It does sound like the word three, trois. So à moi, to me, à toi, to you. So if you see toi, it's probably going to follow a preposition like à or pour. It's the equivalent of moi, which is emphatic, me, you, and it can be used to emphasize someone. You might hear at the end of a sentence, tu dois le faire toi. No, you have to do it. You have to do it, you. So, je dois le faire moi. I have to do it. I have to do it. In English, we would put emphasis on the subject by just like saying it like this. No, I will do it. I. We might use our hands for gestures. In French, you'll hear that often for emphasis. Repeated the emphatic pronoun at the end. Je vais le faire moi. I'm gonna do it, okay? Me. Tu dois le faire. Toi. You have to do it. You. Right? So, emphatic pronouns often follow prepositions. You wouldn't have à, je, and you wouldn't have à, me, for example. It has to be à moi, à toi, à elle, à lui, à vous, à nous, à eux, à elle. Okay, there's lots of different ones. Look up emphatic pronouns if you like. Right, so c'est toujours à moi, it's always to me, que tu penses, that you think, quand tu vas mal, when everything is going wrong, or when everything is going badly. Tu vas bien, everything's going well. Tu vas mal, c'est le contraire, everything's going badly. Okay, so when things are going badly, or when things are going wrong, it is always of me, or to me, that you think, okay? Je suis ton ange gardien. I am your guardian angel. Right, let's see if I can bring this down. Don't sit on that, Charlie. Don't sit on there, because that will break your lovely, lovely picture. Okay. Dès que. Now, let's have a look. Dès que means as soon as. So, we've got dès que here. That's spelled D-E-S with a grave accent over the E. And then que. Dès que means as soon as. As soon as. Dès que possible. As soon as possible. Dès que apostrophe with the E removed. E removed. Followed by un vent. Dès qu'un vent. So dès que it shortens down, it contracts with a little apostrophe to dès qu'un. Okay? Dès qu'un vent de panique s'empare de toi. So, as soon as a wind of panic. Okay, so a flurry of panic, a flurry, wind, they're similar, aren't they? There's not always exact metaphors. They don't always precisely translate from one language to another, but you can find ways of translating things if you really want to that have similarities. So a flurry could be to do with the weather and the wind. There's a sense of movement and something arriving quickly here. So the main thing is, as soon as panic takes hold or seizes you, okay, s'emparer de quelqu'un. So this reflexive verb, when you see an S apostrophe and then a verb, that's either a reflexive or a reciprocal verb, okay? So this is in the third person, and it agrees with a wind of panic or a flurry of panic. Or a storm of panic. If there's loads of ways you can translate that. The main thing is, when you're panicked, when it's taken hold of you and you're agitated, okay? Tu lèves les yeux. Ah, les yeux. Not les cieux, not the skies, les yeux. You lift your eyes, right? Tu lèves les yeux vers moi. I like that. Vers means towards. Towards. So, tu lèves. Lève means to lift or to raise, okay? If someone says lève-toi, it means get up. Lift your body up. Lève-toi. Oh, there's another example of when you will see that word toi. If someone's telling you to do something and they're using a reflexive verb like se lever, which means to get yourself up, to lift yourself up, to raise yourself up, they might say, like in a class of students, your teacher might say, levez-vous, which means stand up please, lift yourselves up. Or if someone tells you, stand up, get up, and they're saying it just to tu, just to you, singular, informal, they'll say lève-toi, lève-toi. And so you will also see that toi in imperatives, when someone's telling you to do something, giving you an order, stand up, get washed, get dressed, get out, that kind of thing, but with reflexive verbs like se lever, okay? So there's another example. Now where was I? Dès qu'un vent de panique s'empare de toi, when a wind of panic takes hold of you, de toi, it takes hold of you, if you like. That's the preposition de, it can mean of, and it's followed by toi, because that's how you say you when it's followed by it's following a preposition. Here we've got the normal subject pronoun tu, because it's followed by a conjugated verb. You lift your eyes towards me. Okay, but you lift your eyes, that means you look up. Vers les cieux. Tu lèves les yeux vers les cieux. You lift your eyes towards the skies. Okay? I like that. It's imploring for help. In fact, that's what the next part says. Et m'appelle. That's like in je m'appelle. Okay, but it's a bit different because it's in the tu form. It's got an S at the end. It sounds the same. And call, that's the verb to call. Call me. The me means me, and it's contracted down to M apostrophe. And you call me à ton secours. You call to me for help. Appeler quelqu'un à son secours means to call, to ask someone, to call someone for help, okay? So it's all about imploring, looking up towards the skies, asking for help. That's what you do when you raise your eyes to God, to the heavens, you ask for help from someone. En invoquant, oh, here we have a little gerund form, sort of kind of present participle thing. When it's preceded by en, and you've got this ant ending, invoquer, to invoke, you put, this means by invoking. Okay, it's something that you do, but if you put en in front of it, and then you take off the ending of the verb and you add ant. It makes it like the present participle sort of ing ending. So when a wind of panic seizes you, you lift your eyes towards me, vers moi, et m'appelle, and you call me, à ton secours, and you call for help. By invoking means to say, le petit nom, the nickname or the pet name, or the little name, le petit nom, que tu m'as donné. By calling the little name that you've given me. Le nom ou le petit nom que tu m'as donné. That you me have given. Okay, so that's tu m'as donné. Tu as donné un nom à moi. You've given a name to me. That's the passé composé. J'ai donné. I have given. Tu as donné. You have given. Tu m'as donné. You have given to me. Okay, let's go up a little bit. Oh, is that as far as we can go? Ah, ça va. Okay. So here's verse 3. So, I've been there since you were born, watching your steps. It's always to me that you think, and I'm the one that you ask for help when things go wrong. Let's see what's the theme of the next verse. Alors, je t'envoie un rayon de soleil pour réchauffer ton cœur. Okay, I don't know if we came across that word, but cœur, I can't see my cœur, but it's a heart, okay? Voilà, le cœur, voilà. So, alors means well, or therefore, or so. Je t'envoie, I to you send. Je t'envoie. Je t'envoie un message. I'll send you a message. Je t'envoie un cadeau. I'll send you, or I'm sending you a present, for example. Je t'envoie, I send to you, un rayon de soleil. Voilà, ça c'est le soleil, so there's the sun. Un rayon de soleil, a ray of sunshine. Okay, a ray of sunshine. Un rayon de soleil. Pour réchauffer ton cœur. Okay, so we've got that ton again. That tells you that the word after it is a masculine word, le cœur. Okay, generally. Ton means your. So I send to you, that's te, but it's followed by the verb envoie in the je form, and so it becomes je t'envoie with a contraction and an apostrophe. Instead of te envoie, it becomes t'envoie. Alright, and that te means to you. À toi. Tu m'envoies et je t'envoie. You send to me, m'envoie, et je t'envoie. You get used to those. Alors je t'envoie un rayon de soleil pour réchauffer ton cœur. Réchauffer means to warm up or to heat up or to warm your heart. Okay, to warm your heart up. Chauffer, chauffage, chauffage, le chauffage, that's the heating, central heating. Réchauffer is to just warm something up. Like a sandwich, panini, your heart. Pour réchauffer ton cœur means in order to. So for the purpose of, it means I'm sending you, or I send you a ray of sunshine to warm your heart. Je balaye, so that's from the verb balayer, which has a Y in it. Balayer, it means to sweep, to brush away or to sweep away la peur. Ah, la peur. Remember, I think I did a video on la peur. Fear. And then la tristesse. Tristesse comes from the word, or is linked to the word triste. Triste means sad. La tristesse, the noun, means sadness. I sweep away fear and sadness. tous les mauvais nuages, all the dark clouds. Mauvais is like the opposite of bon. Bon and mauvais, good and bad. But for the sake of sticking with this kind of sky, weather, natural theme, I would say just sweep away the dark clouds. Dark clouds, that's quite a typical cognate of cloud, isn't it? Dark clouds. But it literally means bad clouds. Et la vie, that means life. C'est la vie, that's life. That's what all the people say. When people say c'est la vie, that they literally are saying that's life. Ah, such is life, you know. That's how it is. La vie redevient plus belle pour toi. Oh look, we've got pour toi. We've got a preposition pour, which means for, and then we've got toi, which means you. Okay, like when it's followed by a preposition. À toi means to you. Pour toi means for you. Right, so I sweep away fear and sadness and all the dark clouds and life. What's this redevient? Plus belle pour toi. Life, something plus belle pour toi. Plus belle, that means more beautiful. Okay, but it can also mean lovelier, better, brighter. There's lots of positive ways that you can translate belle. Let's just keep it as beautiful for now, because belle, people generally know that belle means beautiful when it's used with a feminine noun like la vie. Redevient. So this is from the verb redevenir. Devenir, in fact, venir on its own means to come. Come on. Je viens. Yeah, I'm coming. Devenir means to become, and redevenir means to become again. Okay, so that little re suffix, is it a suffix? Yeah, suffix, prefix, little tiny word that goes at the beginning of a word, I think it's a prefix, changes the meaning. And as it happens, there's one verb there, there's another verb there, and there's a third verb, all with that venir kind of root, if you like. So I sweep away fear, sadness, all the bad or the dark clouds, and life becomes, it is in the third person, it agrees with life, more beautiful for you. Again, okay? Becomes again, redevenir. So it goes back to being beautiful. Okay, let's have a look at this last one. Je suis la petite boussole. I am la petite boussole. That means compass. There's a picture of a compass here. Une boussole. Un compas. You might also hear the word compass. But boussole. Ah, nice little word there. La petite boussole. Sometimes with nouns, when you've got a common noun such as petit or petite here, because it's feminine, it precedes the noun. Sometimes you're kind of taught that if you describe a noun in French, that the adjective will come after it, whereas in English we say small compass. They kind of say compass small. But here, this common noun, like small, beautiful, big, old, little, young, it precedes it, okay? That's not uncommon. I am the little compass. Quand tu te sens perdu. Quand tu te sens perdu. We've got tu, which is the subject pronoun. Tu. Then we've got te. Te. Okay, so we had te up here, didn't we? Je t'envoie. That meant to you. But here it's slightly different. It's a reflexive te. Okay? Je me sens bien. I feel well. Tu te sens bien. You feel well. So we've got a reflexive verb here, which is se sentir. It means to feel, as in to feel good, well, lost, old, bored, whatever. to feel. And when you have a reflexive verb, you conjugate the verb, tu sens. Oh, that's my tummy making noises. We've got the verb here, we've got subject pronoun, we've got the verb, but just in between the two we have a reflexive pronoun. Tu te sens. Tu te sens. It just means you feel. In the je form, je me sens. I feel. Je me sens triste. Je me sens bien. Je me sens heureuse. Je me sens perdue. Perdu. Perdu means lost. That's the past participle of perdre, actually to lose. J'ai perdu mon stylo. Je me sens vraiment triste. Par exemple, okay? I feel sad. Je me sens. Tu te sens. Let's just put the tu down here so you can see it. Get away from there. Tu te sens. So I am the little compass when you feel lost. That's nice, isn't it? Because it means I will guide you where you need to go. I'll help you find your way. L'ange qui te garde. Oh, here we've got te again. The angel that, or the angel who. What was garder? Keeps you, looks after you. Te means you, so to look after someone, to send something to someone, to protect you, as in the sentence below. L'ange qui te garde, the angel who protects or keeps you and protects you. Okay, so this te can appear, and it looks the same as this one, but it's got a slightly different grammatical function. Te here is an object pronoun, and in English we say I will protect you, and the you part comes after protect, but in French it comes before the verb. Okay, je te protège, I'll protect you. Je te garde, I'll keep you. Je t'envoie quelque chose. The je t'envoie, which we saw a little bit earlier, is slightly different because you send something to someone. So je t'envoie means not I send you, but I send to you. Or je t'achète quelque chose, I'll buy something for you. So the te can mean a few different things. You, for you, to you, and it can be reflexive as well, which we don't really have in English. To wake yourself up. Okay, for example, tu te réveilles. Tu te lèves, you get yourself up. So te can have lots of different meanings, grammatical kind of functions, but it generally means you. Okay. Toi can mean you as well, and that's something you'll see with generally followed by a preposition. Pour toi, it's for you. Avec toi, I'll go somewhere with you. I'll send something à toi, to you, etc. If it's preceding a verb, like you are buying, you look up to the sky, you protect me, then you'll have the subject pronoun tu preceding the verb. Now let's just finish this. Je suis la petite boussole and the little compass. Quand tu te sens perdu, when you feel lost. L'ange qui te garde, the angel that keeps you, et qui te protège, and who protects you. Now let's see that last sentence. Celui, the one, qui verse en toi, the one who, now verser can mean to pour, like to pour water, like to pour a drink, or it can mean to put something into something else, or to add something to something else. Let's have a look at a few translations of this. Verser. It's got a few meanings anyway. Yeah, to pour, to pay in, to transfer, to allocate, to assign. There you go. There's a sense of transitioning of something being moved from one place to another. So the one who pours into you, who gives to you, places in you. En toi, here we go, we have the preposition en, and then we have toi, which just means you, which is following the preposition. Une confiance nouvelle. Oh, a new confidence. Yes, we all want a bit of confidence, don't we? Une confiance nouvelle. Je suis ton ange gardien. So I'm the one who is guiding you when you're lost, the one who keeps and protects you, who guards you, and who puts a new confidence into you. I'm your guardian angel. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to read through that one more time. We'll read through it, because this is getting quite long now. I tend to go on and on in my videos, but I just like the language, you see, I just get excited about it. Ange gardien, j'habite tout là-haut dans les cieux. I live, or I inhabit, I live up there in the skies. Et depuis ta naissance, je surveille tes pas. And since your birth, I have been watching your steps. C'est toujours à moi que tu penses quand tu vas mal. It's always of me, or to me, that you think when things go badly. Mal is an adverb, by the way. It tells you the way things happen. Poorly, well, slowly, quickly, etc. Je suis ton ange gardien. I am your guardian angel. Dès qu'un vent de panique s'empare de toi, when a flurry of panic takes hold of you, tu lèves les yeux vers moi. You lift your eyes towards me. Et m'appelle à ton secours, and you call me to your aid. Okay, call for my help. En invoquant le petit nom que tu m'as donné, by invoking or by saying the nickname or the pet name that you've given me. Alors, je t'envoie un rayon de soleil pour réchauffer ton cœur. So, I send you a ray of sunshine to warm up your heart. Je balaye la peur et la tristesse, tous les mauvais nuages. I sweep away fear and sadness, all the dark clouds, sweep them away. Et la vie redevient plus belle pour toi, and life becomes more beautiful for you again. Je suis la petite boussole quand tu te sens perdu. I am your little compass when you feel lost. L'ange qui te garde et te protège, the angel which keeps and protects you, which guards and protects you. Celui qui verse en toi une nouvelle ou une confiance nouvelle, the one who pours into you a new confidence. Je suis ton ange gardien. I am your guardian angel. C'est bon, non? I really find that really beautiful, actually. The more I revisit it and look at it, the better. So poems, even if they're on postcards, you know, they can be really nice ways of finding, discovering, remembering, reminding yourself of new vocab, particularly verbs and nouns, right? And looking at the verb, do I recognise that? How is it being used? Is it being used metaphorically? Is it being used literally? Oh, look, you can use it in this way, just like in English. And seeing things like, reminding yourself, for example, that when you're talking about nouns like fear, sadness, happiness, whatever, these are intangible, non-physical things, but they exist and we understand their concepts. When we're referring to concepts like this, or nouns, things, we need to use their article. La peur, la tristesse. And also here we've seen in the to form, we've seen how te can be a direct or an indirect pronoun which precedes a verb. It just means you. We've seen tu used as a subject pronoun, which is when someone carries out an action. Tu lèves les yeux vers moi. You lift your eyes to me. You is a subject. Lift is the verb. Your is the possessive adjective or pronoun. Adjective. Les yeux, tes yeux, your eyes. So we've seen ton, ta, and tes, which are the possessives when talking about your in the tu form. Otherwise, it would be votre, votre, and vos. Your, and your in the plural, or for when you're talking to someone formally. And we've also seen toi, which also means you, but is used emphatically and often follows prepositions such as à, avec, pour, en, etc. Okay, so there's quite a lot of information there. Now then, I will be sending this out to my club members. If you have any questions, of course, just leave a comment under the video. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Not always immediately, but as soon as I can. And if you want to join my French club, or if you want to renew your membership, just get in contact. You can find all the details in the description under the video, and you can also find your way to my website where you can get in touch at your leisure. Ok, merci beaucoup et à la prochaine fois. See you next time. Au revoir.